Hey everybody, yeah, once again, Steve, and I am actually making this video because I've been on the phone with Tyler and we made some progress in his case. Currently, right now, I'll give you an update. Talking to Tyler, I just got the phone with him anyway. Um, basically, Tyler has got in touch with the NAACP. They have come out to visit with him. The only thing he didn't tell the guy at the NAACP is that he was actually waiting for a trial. And you have to understand, they just come pick you out of the cell and say, okay, and he wasn't prepared for all this or whatever. It's kind of shocking because he's like, oh shit, NAACP. But anyway, he gave all the information. However, what I wanted to do is right now is where we're at in the case. And I'm going to go ahead and drop the names, guys, because we're not getting anywhere. We're not getting anybody to step forward. And that's a problem because the fact is that he needs these witnesses. The NAACP are asking for these witnesses to come testify on your behalf, or not, whichever. But get back in touch with the NAACP or hit me back here, give me a message, and I can contact you anonymously. And I'll put the shove anyway. Here we go. We're dropping Jessica Baker's name, Anna Holt, and Hannah Baker. Once again, Jessica Baker, Anna Holt, and Hannah Baker. These three individuals were his witness. They were scheduled to go to trial. You have to understand, Tyler Lopez got a trial date, and he was going to trial. He had his witnesses there. He was going to trial, the whole 9 yards. At the last minute, the district attorney, they asked for a continuance. And plus, this is the time when Stephanie Stroud, who's the assistant district attorney, went out to the hallway and addressed these three individuals and basically told them, or did tell them, that they need to go home and not come back to Angelina County Courthouse, not to be whatever threat she may have issued or whatever. This threat was actually heard in the hallway. Inside the courtroom, you could hear the yelling in the hallway. She was yelling her ass off. But anyway, so that transpired, and so I'm dropping those names. I'll drop these. I'm gonna try to drop these names in the description box as well. If you're upset about that, then I'm sorry, but it's come down to that because the fact is that next for these witnesses, what's going to happen, which is it's not really advisable, is that they're going to put a subpoena on you, which I believe there's still one out there for these individuals, and they're going to bring you into court, or make you go to court. If you don't, jail time, whatever. So this is how serious this case is to me. This is how serious it is to everyone else that I've involved with when I talk to. That this is basically, and let me tell you why. Because the fact is that his civil rights are being trampled on because the fact is he can't get a trial date. Now, in Texas, if you go to any attorney, they'll tell you, well, you got to request a speedy trial. That's bullshit. You don't have to. It's awarded to you in the Constitution, both federal and state. That's some bullshit that the district attorneys made up. Just the fact is, you know what? They continue the case for however long they want to. I'm sorry, but if you ain't got the witnesses and you don't have the evidence, you got to let him go. You got to hear this man out. Mr. Lopez has chosen to go with just a judge trial, no jury, no nothing, which is very smart on his case. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because the fact is, he knows that if there's a jury trial, 70% of that is going to be white. He's going to go in front of an all-white jury, and the district attorney is going to blame all the crimes, all the shootings, everything on Mr. Lopez. He knows something about it, whatever. Well, I'll tell you this right now, Tyler ain't dropping no dimes on nobody, and he ain't dropping it. Damn sure ain't gonna drop a dime on himself. So he is in limbo. He cannot get any help. His attorney, I'm gonna drop his name too, Tatum and Tatum LLC, out of Lufkin, Texas. It's right across from the courthouse. He can't get in contact with his lawyer. The NAACP is aware of that. I don't know what they're going to do. We're in the Christmas period, New Year's or whatever. But I am going to be now. It kind of works three ways because the fact is Tyler can tell me what's going on. I have the phone time to call the NAACP and check up on it or whatever. I also have the number and authorization from Tyler to talk to Tatum and Tatum. Tatum, I talked to him once. He's an asshole. He's an ornery son of a bitch. I don't know how he wins cases or whatever, but anyway, the way he wins cases is that he plea bargains everything. He doesn't go to trial. He just plea bargains. And he'll wait for his client, along with the district attorney, for the inmate, the prisoner, the accused, to get tired of it and say, you know what, fuck, let me out of here, man. Just get me out of here. I can tell you that spending time in county jail is worse than spending time, or so say. I haven't spent any time in state jail or TDC, but most people say, man, it's nothing like it. So he's going through a hard time. He lives in a dorm situation to where he's got everybody up. It's just prison, and it's just the way it is. But anyway, I have his mom's contact number. I'm going to get in contact with her, let her know what's going on. He's got two brothers that are going to help spread the word. If you see this video, please like it. You don't have to like it. Just share it, okay? Now, a lot of people say, especially here in Lufkin, a lot of people don't want to come forward because the fact is they don't want to get caught up in no mess. They don't want to be caught up in no shit because the fact is that you can blink your eye and the district attorney and the sheriff's department will put your ass in jail, throw you away, lock the key. Lock you up, and say, shut the fuck up. Now, you have to understand, excuse my language, sorry. Anyway, you have to understand, Angelina County Jail gets money for how many inmates they have in there. There's certain amount per inmate. So that's how they make their money. So putting somebody in jail for 2 years or 3 years, that's money in their bank. And when you throw in the fact is that he's a minority and nobody's going to stand up for him or say anything about it, they get away with it. Now, I don't know what it takes to get the community involved. I don't know. I don't have all the answers. I'm just saying what's happening is wrong, and Mr. Lopez is going through hell because the fact is that it's simple, guys. You got to suit up and show up on this one. You got to suit up and show up, even not to your detriment. Don't come forward and say shit or whatever if you got a warrant out or shit like that. But the fact is that if you can't contribute in any way, the way you can contribute right now is to actually share this to every swinging PP that you know and spread it again. Bring light to the subject because the fact is that Mr. Lopez is not the only one in this case scenario. There is one witness that they can't locate. I have his name, but I'm not going to drop his name. Anyway, he is supposed to be the key witness for the prosecution. Here's what he said, verbatim quote. When they asked about this store, he said, yeah, Tyler was there. But that's not necessarily the case. They were talking about another robbery in Nacogdoches that happened about the same period of time or whatever. It doesn't make any difference, but you can't place Tyler Lopez at this place. You can't, there's nothing you can put, film, nothing can put him there. So what I'm saying is that he may be guilty, he may be innocent, but the fact is that the prosecution has to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. And the only way to do that is put him on trial. That's all he's asking. He's not asking for favors. He's not asking from the DA for favors. He's not dropping dimes on people that he's known or they've asked him about. No, he has done none of that. The guy's true blue. He's staying true to his roots. I was raised the same way. I don't snitch on nobody. Do what you want to do. I don't care if you're LGBTQ. What? I don't give a shit. Don't do that shit in front of me, though. That kind of makes me sick. But go ahead. Whatever you do behind your closed door, that's your business. But I get pissed off, and here's the reason why I'm actually helping, and this is why I'm pissed off. Because the fact is I spent 9 years of my freaking life in the military. I spent 4 years in the Marine Corps, and then I joined back up after 9/11. 9 years. I have seen firsthand this kind of behavior, these kind of tactics used in Afghanistan, in Pakistan, in Turkey. Those are the places where I was actually stationed, where I actually saw the shit. Right now, Afghanistan women can't vote. Well, how's that even worse when a man can't go to trial? When you can't even put him on trial, and you're fucking with his family, you're fucking with him, you're messing with everybody. It's just right. So the updates that I'm actually, this is the update that I have right now. I have the names that I'm dropping out. What now? I'm sorry. Get mad at me all you want to. Chase me down the freeway. I don't give a shit. But there's a man in there that's a young man in jail that hasn't had the opportunity to go to trial. That said, that's enough to get me involved. Like I said, you may believe he's guilty. You may believe he's innocent. You may believe whatever you want to believe. But you have to come to the realization that there's a young black man in jail that they are currently messing with. And he's not the only one. But he is the typical black male who gets arrested in Angelina County. They lock him up, throw away the key, and let him sit for 2 or 3 years. And then guess what? Well, we'll give you a plea bargain. Right now, the plea bargain for Tyler Lopez is 10 years. There's nothing. There's no lives being taken. There's nothing, except for the fact that he has been said to take equipment. Matter of fact, he is said to take equipment from a place he's never even been to. It's in Nacogdoches. I don't know if you know Tyler, but he don't like to go to Nacogdoches. He has his own personal reasons. I don't give a shit. But in fact, the matter is that this is just preparate. I'll use another word. Anyway, this is actually the kind of cases we have to deal with in Angelina County. Right now, there are 13 individuals that I know of this has definitely happened to. There's also others involved that are actually in jail, and you can go through the jail roster, go to Angelina County website, go through the jail roster, and you'll see, look, 2 years, 3 years, 2 years, 3 years. And when you make a correlation, you look at the time and the date that they were arrested, or the time when they were arrested till now, it's going to be 2 years, 2 years, 3 years, like I said. But look at that. Look at it with fine detail. Look at it with a fine-tooth comb, because the fact is the majority of these individuals who are actually in there for 2 or 3 years are either black, Hispanic. Some of them just fucking crazy. But the fact is, you know what? It's a trend. And here's the trend. Hold on to your socks here. Currently, we have 2 commissioners that are indicted for violations of the Freedom of Information Act. We have a judge, Judge Limberly, used to be Judge Limberly. Anyway, he's charged with 21 indictments for violation of the Freedom of Information Act. Now, these charges came down. They have posted bail. They are out on bail. They go to trial right after the first of the year. They're going to get a trial in January. Come on, man. Come on, man. If our district attorney's office is actually that swamped and that backed up in cases because of COVID, I'm not buying that shit anymore. Because the fact is that, you know what, COVID didn't stop the courts from running. COVID didn't stop it. Many things you could have done. Other counties have done so. They have actually held trials, video. They have actually held, you could do that. But no, our county decided not to do that. To try to lock a bunch of people up. And you know what? We'll get to them when we get to them. That's not the way it works. I am so sorry that Angelina County believes that they can run their own freaking rules. I am so sorry that they don't pay attention to the Constitution or what it represents or what it's worth. But we have to deal with that. And as long as we sit down and take this kind of behavior from our law enforcement officials and our district attorney, it's not going to get any better for you. It's not going to get better for me. This practice has been done for so many years. It keeps happening. So, but the other issues that I wanted to cover, I'm going to call, and I want to throw these names out one more time just so piss them really off. Jessica Baker, Ann Holt, Miss Holt, Hannah Baker. All three of these individuals were identified by Mr. Lopez as witnesses. Um, they came, they got shooed off, threatened, and now they won't come back. You can't find them. And I don't blame them. If a district attorney threatens me with me being on the grounds and they're going to charge me with something, I'm not going to go. Why? Because I've learned they're going to arrest your ass and throw you in jail and throw away the key. And then there I am, arrested for trespassing, which is probably 1 month in jail, a big fine, and 1 month in jail. Guess what? I don't get a trial for fucking 2 years. Come on, man. So, to recap, NAACP has been contacted. Thank you guys who all wrote the NAACP on behalf of Mr. Lopez. He needed it. He talked to the individual NAACP. The person who represented the NAACP tried to call Ms. Stroud. She would not go on record. She would not comment. And she said, you're going to have to talk to Janet Castles. She got the word to Janet Castles. Janet Castles is not answering the phone now from NAACP. So let's see how long that game goes on. But their actions to the NAACP is starting to raise some questions, and we need to stay on top of it. We need to stay on top of Tyler Lopez trial. We need to stay on his status and make sure that he's okay. I'm actually going to go after Christmas. I talked to him today, but after Christmas, I'm going to request I'm going to request a welfare check for Mr. Lopez. That way, they've got a printout. They've got to give me a printout of how he's doing or whatever. So I'm doing everything I can. If you guys got ideas, tell me, shoot me, just answer this or whatever. If you don't want to know my email or whatever, I'll put my email down here. And if you guys got the YouTube, now you got my channel. So I'm going through an individual third party to post my videos because I don't know, and then I post them to anybody that's got a lawyer name behind them or whatever. But I post them everywhere, and I would ask you to do the same. It's kind of a thing. This kind of rubs me the wrong way with Tyler. I met him. I like him. It doesn't depend. It doesn't matter anything about that. He's a good guy. He may have messed up. It may not have. But hey, it's not my place to decide. The only place he can be tried, the only way we can find out is through the trial that they will not let him have. Pure and simple. His lawyer, Tatum & Tatum, has let this go on. Keeps saying, well, we're talking about your case. You're talking about my case. How about doing something for this case? How about moving it forward? In a discovery hearing that they had, she didn't even have the videotape. The individual that she had as far as her testifying, him testifying, the individual that ratted him out originally, she can't find him. I don't blame that dude. I don't think if he's dropping dimes, I don't think that Tyler's his big major concern right now. I think he's got enough heat on him in the street right now, because the fact is that, you don't like a snitch. You just don't. And I come from that background. It's like, I don't snitch because I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about nothing. Don't ask me. Don't tell me shit. I don't want to know shit. Whatever the fuck you're doing, that's fine. But you know what? Don't get me involved in that shit. It's like that case where, you know what? I'm driving down the road and see my friends. I stop over, pick up my friends, and they're like, "Oh, you gotta go. We gotta go. They're after us." No, they ain't after me. No, they ain't after my dumb ass. Hell no, they after something you did. Get the fuck out. But anyway, I'm asking, like I said, I'll do videos until Tyler gets a trial. I'll try to post these everywhere that I can possibly post. And I'm going to stay in touch with Tyler and just see what he needs to help him go through this, because it's really nerve-wracking, and mentally it's getting to him, because the fact is that every day, this is Mr. Lopez's day. Every day he wakes up and he goes to the computer that they have a computer kiosk, and he gets on the computer kiosk and he looks up cases. Mr. Lopez has done more work on his trial than Tatum and Tatum will ever do, or the district attorney will ever do. It's not right. Everyone, no matter where you come from, how much money you make, whatever, it doesn't make any difference. You have the right to a speedy trial, and we want to know why. Janet Castles, you will not issue him a speedy trial. 2 years is long enough. 3 years is but imagine how pissed off you would be if it's one of your family members in there. You knew you didn't do it, but you can't get a trial date. Come on, man. If you think I'm guilty, put your money where your mouth is. Let's go. If a jury or the judge decides that, hey, you know what? You're guilty, bro. I'm going to give you this. Okay, he can accept that. So could I. Even the county could agree with it. But the fact is, right now, the way it looks is that witnesses have been coerced, witnesses have been tampered with, witnesses have been yelled, screamed, and threatened by Stephanie Stroud. We don't have a key witness because she didn't bring it to discovery, and she didn't even bring the tape. Well, you can just go watch it on. No, go watch it on video. It's on video. We got the tape. No, you need to have that video, and you need to go to court and show it as evidence. That way, here's the reason why. Because that way, the chain of evidence, where it went, who had it, who got it, who touched it. She can't find the video now, but she damn sure found a way to indict them based on a freaking video that they showed, not even all the video. So tell me this case is not rigged. So I guess I'm kind of making a plea because it's really frustrating to me. But if you give a shit about not your area, your neighborhood, of how people are being treated or what they're getting away with, we have to stand up and say no. By doing that, the changes may not be seen directly to us, but the fact of the matter is that when you start complaining to these people or start bringing up issues, they can't sweep them under the rug anymore, and they have to deal with them. And that's all we're asking. Deal with the Lopez case. Get him on trial. If he's innocent, boom, he walks right there that day. If he's guilty, then you got to set aside time for sentencing. But let the system do its work. Let it work the way it's supposed to work. Let them allow justice to be served one way or the other. Like I said, I'm going to send this off. If you're listening, I'm sending it out to you first, man. I hope I didn't drop you down. I don't want to drop it down. God damn, I should have said that. But anyway, drop a line. I'm sending it out tonight. I ain't doing nothing tonight, so I'm just looking out. I'm just looking at who I can get to. Mr. Lopez and myself have went through his case, all the legal stuff that we could get a hold of when we were in jail. We also had a book that we smuggled in, and it was a law dictionary and a lot. So we got a hold of that, and we stayed up at night, I don't know how long, and just copied shit and went over shit together. And to see an individual work that hard to prove his innocence, you got to take your hat off to that, man. Because he's never wavered. He's never said that he's done anything. He's always said, I haven't done it. And like I said, I don't know if he freaking did or not. At this point, I don't give a shit. At this point, you put him in jail for over 2 years. Guess what? That's enough time for me. Even if he did it. But let's look at the sentence. He's going to get a 10-year sentence. 10-year sentence if he pleads guilty. 10-year sentence. He'll get 2 years. That's 8 years to serve, and then he'll get time off for good. So he'll probably be in there 5 years before he even gets a trial. I don't know about you guys, and I don't really understand how to get it across, but I'm telling you this right now. This is not the way the system works. It's not how it's designed to work. It was not how it's supposed to work. It has been The Civil Rights Act has been initiated to protect individuals of color. We have done all that. Now, let me give you a little tidbit. Let me give you a little story. The reason why it's important for you to keep this case up front and be talking about it and be sharing it. Here's the reason why. Rosa Parks was arrested for not giving up her seat to a white man. The story behind it goes, the old wives' tale says that, you know what, she'd been working, she was tired. I think she worked as a housekeeper or it doesn't matter what her job was. Anyway, she was tired, feet hurt. She sat down, empty bus, and a man just walked on and said, "Get the fuck up." That's the story they tell you. But here's the real issue: is the fact is that the person who actually this happened to was an individual, a young lady who was African descent, who was pregnant. She didn't have hardly any shoes on, and she got on the bus. She had been looking for a job all day, but they wouldn't hire because she was expecting a child out of wedlock. She was the one that it actually happened to. Now, let me give you an example why they played this out. Well, because the fact is that when the NAACP looked at this lady, she's not a good poster child. She's pregnant, no. But Rosa Parks played the role. Not for if Rosa Parks did not take part in this case, a young minister from the South would never have been known. Martin Luther King would have never been known without the Rosa Parks story. So see, that's my point is this is how important it is to stay on top of it, get the word out. This is how we make change. This is how we initiate change. And it's got to come from all the people. It just can't come from a select few. It's got to come from everybody. So please, if you don't do nothing after the holidays, I know it's Christmas, Merry Christmas to everyone. But after Christmas, get on the phones, get on your email, get on your phone. I know I've seen you guys work these damn freaking telephones. It don't take much, just out of the course of your day, sitting there playing Xbox or whatever, pick up the phone and say, I don't need to talk to Janet Cass, calling on the Lopez case. What are they going to tell you? Well, you can't talk to her. She's in court, whatever. Okay, I'll call back. They can't argue. They can't ban you from calling and checking on a case. The second thing you can do is call Insolent, call his office. He has a line, but he doesn't have an email. But call him. Yes, sir, I'm checking status on the Lopez case. Do you have it scheduled? Can you tell me what it is? Keep that name going through their head so they're forced to deal with it. They're forced to deal with their mistake. And don't let them cop out and blame, accuse Tyler Lopez of a crime he didn't commit or a crime you can't prove he committed. Beyond the reasonable doubt. We as a community have a right to know that. We have to know that we can depend on our justice system. We have the right to know that we're going to be treated fairly because we're innocent until proven guilty. I think they forgot that somewhere in law school. Maybe they were absent today. They taught that in law school. I don't know. Go figure. But regardless, the fact is that it's not only that Mr. Lopez has not got a trial. The problem that I have is underlying deeper is the fact is that why won't they address it? Why does everybody want to run from this case? Why don't somebody want to address it? Tatum, why don't they want to address it? Why Stephanie Stroud's on? She's on record as being the lawyer, the district attorney, assistant district attorney. She's on record. She's the one who shows up in court. But all of a sudden now you got to talk to Jenny Castles on that. I don't think Miss Stephanie Stroud is actually telling us the whole truth. I have no idea why she would not. I don't know what the pros and cons are. It's just the fact is this. You got a young man that's sitting in jail waiting for a trial, that he is fully aware of his rights. He's found out himself. Why can't you give him a trial? If I find out a trial date, if I find out or whatever, I'm going to share it with you guys because I want every swinging PP there to watch our justice system. And we don't take it for granted. So we don't take it for granted. Because the fact is that we got to stay on top of it, because if we don't, leave it to the lawyers and bankers, we're going to get screwed. And right now, Mr. Lopez, 13 other individuals that were arrested with him are still in jail without a trial. So you guys be the judge, whatever. I'm going to send this video out today. If you guys get it, like I said, please share it, comment about it, talk about it. Let's get the word out, because we, the people, it don't make no difference. You black, green, ugly, purple, green, yellow, what the fuck? It doesn't matter. What it matters is that we, the people, need to unite to change the system that is actually unlawful and being perpetrated on innocent citizens. It doesn't really matter if you're innocent or guilty. The bottom line is, can you prove it? That was a quote from Tom Gunn. It doesn't matter what you believe. It doesn't matter what you think. It matters what you can prove. This is how our justice system works. No, sweetheart, I'm on video. Oh, sorry. So, I'm getting ready to go eat dinner. But anyway, we're innocent until proven guilty. And the fact is that it's another crime to not allow an individual to be judged by our court system. I hope that the NAACP jumps all over this. And if they do, then it's going to be great, because the fact is they're going to roll some heads. Can you imagine NAACP doing broadcast here in Angelina County? People are going to start paying attention. But the law was not created just for innocent people or for the wealthy, as we've learned, or for people who has a certain name. They get to go front in the line. No, it don't work that way. But here it does, and we need to get up and say something. It doesn't take anything just to make a call on Janet Castle's office. It does not hurt anything to call and ask about this case. It's your right. I don't care what the freaking attorney said. This is your right. There's freedom of speech, freedom of information, and if they have information on this, they have to share it with you. If anyone wants, if there's enough people that actually say, yes, I want to let's put in a freedom of information request to the district attorney, I can write it up or whatever. I just need to know there's going to be enough people support me. Because right now I'm on a limb, guys. Right now I'm out here by myself, me and Tyler. That's it. And some people have done their part, just emailed it, shared the email or whatever, and I can't get it to stick. I can't get anybody to. But it's my personal vendetta, because the fact is that I fought for this country, and it's like, you know what? I come back and this country's not the same that I fought for, and this is the reason why. And I know change happens whenever people stick together and address it together. That's where we're at right now, guys. You guys have a Merry Christmas. You guys have a safe Christmas. It's cold as shit out here. But anyway, I talked to Tyler. He's freezing his ass off in jail right now. They have a heat. They have a air conditioner, but they ain't got no damn heaters in there. Don't figure it out. So anyway, I'm gonna finish this up. But thanks, guys, for listening. Thank you for sharing it. You've done your part. Please do more. We're not asking for any money. We're not asking for any bail money. We're not asking for any lawyer's fees. We're not asking for none of that. All we're asking for is for you to pick up the phone or email these individuals and find out for yourself what the hell's going on. That's all we want to know. Why is he not on trial? Give me an answer. Why is he not on trial? The reason why they won't give us an answer is because it's all bullshit. They know it's bullshit. There's nothing they can do to answer that question that won't get them in trouble. There is nothing they can do or say to keep them out of trouble. If it follows through and the NAACP get a hold of this, heads are going to roll. and rightly so. We should not, as citizens, have to put up with this kind of a legal system or a county system that can't even function. So, one more idea, I hope board leave. If the commissioners can get a trial date and get this resolved in 4 or 5 months, is that classism? Isn't that racial? I don't know. I don't know. I would think it looks to me like it's racial. It looks like on point. It's like, you know what? These white guys, these white collar white guys, they get trial. Minorities don't, or people who have not. I mean, I'm breaking it down. It's not freaking color based here. What it is that those who have and those who have not. There's an elite system, and there is us, and we're not a part of the big plan. Well, we're citizens. Let's make it part of our plan to make sure justice is done. Thank you guys. Have a Merry Christmas. Stay your ass warm tonight. And I will catch you on the flip side.